Well, it's Saturday. I'm gonna do some checking on the plots, change some trail camera cards. I'm at this first plot here that we did 6 days ago. This is not at all what I was expecting. Not sure what happened here. Last Sunday, this was kind of wet. We came out here, we hit this with glyphosate and then seeded it with a winter mix. I had a lot of hopes for this. I figured the glyphosate would kill everything off. It was wet, it was holding moisture, and that moisture would germinate the turnips and radishes and stuff we put in here. But it looks to me like the glyphosate did not kill this. I thought I had it mixed plenty strong and applied enough, but I don't think I did. There's a lot of growth in here, and the problem is I think the seed that I did plant germinated already. You can see, so here's some of the seed. Yeah, you can see that that's that little red seed there. You can see it's open and it's germinated. In fact, here's another one. You can see the red seed coating down in there. So it's good it germinated, but I don't think we got the weeds, all the vegetation that was here killed. And I can't spray it now because my seed already germinated. So I guess we're gonna see what we get. Guess that's what we get for rushing it. I guess we should have, well, I guess we really couldn't get at this earlier. We had such bad weather, which is the pits. But I guess we're gonna have a bunch of oh yeah, let's see, there's another one. Yeah, you can see that seed germinated. This held water. It was almost muddy last weekend, and so I figured it would germinate pretty decent with all the moisture down here. And I thought the glyphosate that we sprayed would kill the vegetation that was growing here, which was chicory and clover, but a lot of weeds. So I don't know. Guess we're gonna see what we get. I guess at least we've got stuff growing down here, but the winter stuff looks like it's going to be competing pretty hard with the stuff that was already here. So, well, I guess it is what it is. So we're going to keep moving. Looks like this plot's really struggling with being overtaken with whatever this is. I can't remember what you call it, bucktail or whatever it is. It's pretty much taken over. We'd been mowing it pretty regularly. That was helping. There's a lot of clover and chicory in here, so I'm thinking by next weekend or maybe tomorrow, this needs to get mowed with the bush hog again and keep this try and keep this down, keep that clover and chicory going. I opted to leave this in clover chicory this year. Last year I had this all tilled up and had a real nice winter plot. I really questioned this year whether I should have or not, and I left it. Now I'm regretting it because it's kind of getting overtaken by weeds, so not real sure. But we got a trail camera here we're going to change and keep moving. I really didn't have a lot of hope for this plot. There's a ton of vegetation in here. We kind of just tried to knock it down. We mowed it, knocked it down, hit it with glyphosate, and seeded it. After seeing the last plot I just came from, where it didn't look like the glyphosate worked, this one it did. Although I do think I got a little more application on this one. I wonder if I just didn't get enough on that first one. It's too early to tell if anything's germinated in here. It's too thick. This one will take a little while, and we need some rain. This was dry when I planted it, and we have had next to no rain, so this one needs rain bad. But looks like for the most part I'm thinking the glyphosate worked, so I guess we'll remain hopeful. Well, this plot's kind of disappointing too. Now, in defense, we've had next to no rain this past week. It's been 2 weeks since we planted it. This was again just a glyphosate spray to just keep killing this, and then we seeded this. There's just a lot of just winter rye grain in here, which is supposed to grow about anywhere, but I don't see anything growing yet. I don't see anything germinating. I think we need rain. I think this would grow if we had some rain, but I don't see any green anywhere. I mean, and the difference is that first plot we looked at earlier, that was wet. That was soggy. It was holding moisture, and that stuff germinated and grew within days. This stuff's been 2 weeks now, and I see one little plant here, I believe. I think that's something that I planted. Otherwise, I don't really see anything sprouting, germinating yet. I think we just need rain, lots and lots of rain. Get this seed wet down in the ground. So I'm seeing a little bit back here in the shade. I'm seeing a few, but very little. But hopefully the seed's all still here. It just needs some moisture. So I don't know. That has potential to be a nice little plot here too. And I'm hopeful we get some, but it needs to start growing. It needs to start growing bad. Especially the turnips and the radishes need to grow. The winter rye's got plenty of time, but I was hoping here after a couple weeks this would start to be getting green, and it's not. So we need some rain. This next week we could use a lot of rain. That would definitely help. As I'm walking back out, I've got a trail camera here, and I've been getting some really nice pictures of this tree branch hanging right here. It's kind of a natural licking branch here. There's a lot of trails. It kind of goes this way. It goes down through the creek over there. We're right on the edge of town here, but I've gotten a lot of pictures right here of deer licking this branch hanging down here. Seems to kind of be a natural licking branch. You come up right here into this. It's a walnut tree there, and they're hitting it, and then they go down. There's a trail crossing right there. Off they go. So I think I got a camera right here, and I honestly haven't really gotten much pointed out into here. So I wonder if they're not cutting diagonal through, or someone to turn it, point it down here at this licking, or this lick tree here too, this lick branch. So I guess we'll turn it quick. I got my cameras changed on the north end, walking down through this plot here. It's looking really good. There's a few weeds in it. I'm hoping this taller stuff is the rape. I mean, there's some weeds, but yeah, I think that's the rape. We've got turnips and tillage radishes, daikon radishes in here. So I mean, you can see it's coming in real nice. That end's a lot thicker down here. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if I had better germination or what, but it's definitely a lot greener and fuller down here than the other end. Don't know if I need to reseed. You can see it's nice and full down here. The other end's a little thinner. I'll give it a week or two and see if I've got some spots, I'll throw something in it, but this is definitely about right. I wouldn't want this any thicker, and I don't think I'd want it any thinner. This looks good. Looks like it's growing. Another couple of months and she'll be full grown and have a really nice plot back in here. My thistle plot, more of a thistle patch, is kind of like the campsite number 2 that I showed over there. I threw some winter rye in this the same time as I did that, and it's kind of the same situation. I think there's a little bit of weeds growing up in it, but not really any germination in that winter rye yet, so not sure what's going on. But the beans look good. I had filmed these real quick last week. You can see there's some weeds popping up in there, but I don't think there's enough to be a problem anymore after we sprayed. Last week you could see I definitely did a decent enough job. A lot of the weeds were turning yellow. In fact, a lot of it you can see they're kind of just wilted away now. So, but yeah, I mean, they're getting browsed real heavy. Trying to look and see if what we got for pods in here. Yeah, they don't look too bad. I'm gonna go change this trail camera picture or card and move on.